So Probi is a probiotic company, so we only work with probiotics, following the WHO definition of probiotics. So they should be live microorganisms that confer health benefit when given in the accurate dose. So that's the definition, and that's what we work with. And since we're working with mostly human beings, it needs to be confirmed in clinical studies. So we perform a lot of clinical studies. We are a science-based company founded out of the university more than 30 years ago with a very clear vision of saving lives. And that's where we are today, providing health for very many people all over the world. So Nicholas Hall is actually a first for me. Probi as a company, I've been here before, but for me it's a very nice new event to take part in. For Probi, we chose to sponsor Nicholas Hall since this is a very good occasion to meet the consumer healthcare market and to really talk to the brands and ultimately know about the consumer awareness, learn from the professionals in their markets, what they're experiencing when it comes to the consumer health trends and innovations and how we with probiotics can feed into that category and really communicate with these brand owners and professionals in the areas and discuss new opportunities. So for Probi, we have a few new innovative solutions within the probiotic health category this year. Our primary focus is working within mental health. So we have a new clinically documented strain called Lactobacillus plantarum HEAL9 with a concept name of Probisensia. So this is targeting mental health, has been clinically proven to support cognition in several clinical studies. So we can have a significantly improved cognition, memory, attention, improved sleep, and also controlling our moody states, as well as, of course, decreasing stress and the side effects coupled to stress. So that's one of the very big concepts that we are launching this year. We have a second newly launched concept as well, which is symbiotics. So symbiotics is a combination of probiotics and prebiotics. So we are teaming up with a big UK-based company called Clasado Bioscience, and they have the world's most clinically documented Bimuno-GOS. So it's a galactoligosaccharide. And together with our clinically proven probiotic strains, they make a very good match, providing a symbiotic solution to the market. So being the first time I participate in the Nicholas Hall, I think this is a unique setting. I really like the atmosphere here. It's very friendly, very open, very successful markets that are sharing their data, sharing their knowledge to the consumer healthcare market, and so highly professional individuals here. So it's a very unique setting with this very friendly and open atmosphere at the same time as having these highly professional and competent individuals participating. So I think that is a very unique thing that I haven't really met in any other congresses I've seen before. So the trends in consumer healthcare, of course, as always, looking into that ball into the future, it's hard to predict. But I think that mental health is one of the top trends for the consumer, which ultimately, of course, drives the consumer healthcare market as well. So I think mental health, being able to support everyday issues that all of us suffer with in the slightly stressed life we all have, that's really one of the major things. Then I also think that many of the that used to be more diseases within the RX market is more approaching also the consumer healthcare. So like metabolic health, like obesity, we have the big obesity drugs. But what happens when you go after drugs? And this is those kind of areas that I also believe we will see a big rise in the future for the consumer healthcare market and OTC brands as well, to help with these issues coupled to maybe side effects to the drugs or to maintain to that level they met with RX drugs. So my favorite part of this industry, and especially for my role within scientific affairs, is really this double-sided route. So I get to look at all the data. I get to deep dive into the science and look at the clinical results and then really transfer this to what brings health to the consumer. What can the consumer understand? And I think that's one of the beauties with the consumer healthcare market in general, that we take the scientifically driven concepts with a clear benefit for the end consumer, and then we make those statements. We get to that point where the consumer actually understands and ultimately can feel the benefit themselves. So being able to provide healthier lives for everyone, that's my goal.